Hello everybody. So this is a video to demonstrate the changes that we've made to our 3UZ harnesses. This will apply only to the fully rebuilt brand new harnesses. Obviously the changes that we're making, you'll see, would only work when we are building brand new. Okay. This particular harness is our one we've built to obviously get everything right. So this one will actually be for sale if anybody's interested. You've got a 3UZ right-hand drive, swap into a BMW, Volvo or whatever, and you need a harness. This will be for sale. Obviously the complete harness ECU that's already been remapped. It is for a manual gearbox, comes with fuse box, all of the usual stuff over there. So we will post that up as soon as we're done with all the videos here. Okay, there will be another video to follow where we'll go through the full test procedure like it was a customer harness. Okay, right, so there are 3 changes that we have made. Some of them are for convenience, some of them are because of things we've noticed that the guys are asking for when we are building the new ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first one, and that's going to be around the back here. So we have now a sub harness which goes underneath the actual inlet manifold, and what we've basically done is all the injectors and the ACIS solenoid are incorporated in this particular harness. We do have a video on how to install this. We did release that early, so again you can go watch that, see what it looks like underneath. But basically the idea is, a lot of guys were complaining about their ACIS harness being broken. So here's a prime example, 2 engines that I have here. You see there, that little plug is completely broken, snapped off. Again, same story over here. This one, this plug is broken. This one is, well, it's in bad shape, but it's still okay. So a lot of you guys are, some of you guys are importing your motors, and this plug over here clips in this little clip over here. And I think a lot of times when they are being sort of pulled out of cars and so on and so forth, these engine hooks are actually sort of bending backwards, and I think they are breaking these a lot. Underneath, these are the newer engines, but do bear in mind that if you've got like this one, an LS435 speed, for instance, this is 2000 to 2003. You know, you are talking sort of just under 20 years old, if not 20 years old, if you get the, you know, the very, very early ones. So basically they are old. Things are breaking, so we decided that what we'd rather do is incorporate this. That means you get a brand new harness going to your vacuum solenoid valve for your ACIS. You also have all your injectors in there, so you'll see all of the injector harness now comes through here, plugs into your injectors there. So it's kind of like a double whammy. What you're able to do now is you're able to remove the entire inlet manifold without having to unplug your injectors. Obviously, you've got to remove all the other stuff. You've got to remove your fuel line. You've got to remove all of the other jazz, but you could technically unbolt your bolts over there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side, and you can lift the whole inlet manifold out without having to unplug all your injectors. As we know, that tends to be the biggest killer of these plugs, is the constant taking off and on. And when you guys are doing swaps, you may put it all together, find your starter motor's broken, you got to pull the inlet manifold off. You may put it together, find your ACIS is not working, got to pull the inlet manifold. So we thought, okay, at least you can just undo one plug, pull the whole inlet manifold off. You don't have to unplug it. It'll save your injectors from on, off the whole time, every time you do it. Okay, so that's the first thing that we've done, and well, hopefully you guys like it. Obviously we've got 2 harnesses going up now already with the new system, so we'll hopefully hear back from those guys. And moving over to the front now, we've got this, which is now a throttle harness, sub harness. Now, you may say, why are we doing that? Well, it's simple. You can use both throttle bodies, whether you have a 5-speed or a 6-speed. The ECUs themselves don't matter. Signals are pretty much the same. They're just a different type of throttle itself. So, as an example, here's your 5-speed. So you can tell you've got your 4-pin TPS plug over here. You've got your 2-pin motor plug over there. But if you come look up here, this is the later 6-speed models, and you'll see they've got no TPS plug there, and they've got a 6-pin plug there. Okay, so reasoning behind it is obviously maybe 2, 3, 4 years down the line, you may find your throttle motor breaks. You're on eBay, you're trying to find a throttle motor. All you can find is the 6-speed models, not your 5-speed model. Well, now it's no longer a problem. You can buy that 6-speed model, give us a call. We'll make you a little harness to plug into the 6-speed one, even though you have a 5-speed harness, and you can just bolt that straight on, plug that straight in, away you go. Okay, and also, funnily enough, The throttle is bolted to the inlet manifold, so if you can just unplug this plug, then this plug at the back, you could technically remove the entire inlet manifold with throttle without having to unplug a single plug on the actual sensors themselves. Obviously, these DTM plugs have a lot more cycles of connect and disconnect than these do over here. Okay, so that's number 2. Nice and simple. Just put your throttle on a sub harness there so you can change over if you want to. Now, coming down here, we've got the alternator. So what we've done here is, again, we've changed the alternator to be on a sub harness. And you're probably saying, why are you doing that? Right, so this is a LS430. This is a 5-speed. These come with this plug, right? Which is the oval plug. 3 pins, okay? So basically, the newer 6-speed models, they came with a 4-pin plug, all right? Now, what you'll notice is on, like, let's say the Crown, for instance, they do actually use all 4 of the wires. But if you're looking at like a European or a US market, LS430, 03 to 05, the GS430, which I think ran from about 05 to 07, 08, they have the 4-pin plug, but only 3 of the 4 wires are connected, and it's the exact same wires that go into this one. Now, I've seen some guys on the internet that want to change over to the 6-speed one because they're 130 amp as well, which is bigger than the 5-speed ones. And I think that's probably to do with the fact they had electric steering in the GS430, 3rd generation. So, exactly same thing as the throttle. If you ever need to change your alternator, and funny enough, you cannot find a 5-speed one with the oval plug, you can only find a 6-speed one, no problem, phone us up. We'll just make you a new sub harness that'll go to the 4-pin plug. Unbolt your old broken one, bolt on your new 6-speed one, boom, plug it straight in. No need to mess around. Okay, so those are the 3 changes that we've made. Like I said, I've gone through all the reasons why we've made the particular changes. We're hoping that you guys are going to find them useful. Obviously, I've pulled so many of these apart now, and just over the last few days of having to take the inlet manifold off and on and off and on with all the harnesses going off and on, it's so much easier having all these injectors come on one plug there. I can just undo that plug, pull the whole lot off. Throttle, again, just a simple case of if you can't get that one, you can use the other one, etc. Again, same with the alternator. Okay, so like I said, this actual harness here is going to be for sale. We will put it up on there, so if anybody does have this and they want to do a conversion and they need a right-hand drive, this will be on the shelf ready to go. We'll post it up with the price. And if you do have an ECU, we can do an exchange. We'll give you this one, you give us our one, etc. If you don't have anything, this is perfect. Just drop it straight on your motor and off you go. All right, so thanks for watching. Again, if you want, leave some comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. You can also message us on our Facebook page if you want any more information about this or quotes, etc. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again later. Bye bye.